And second, at the same time that that was all happening, I was going to high school, and I was friends with girls who were tall, skinny, and kind of avoided sports altogether. And so they were wearing these very short mini skirts and tank tops and everything. And I wanted to kind of be like them because, everybody wants to fit in high school. And so I wore those kinds of things to school. But when I did, my friends were like, "Oh, Megumi, you're so masculine. Your arms are so big and your legs are so bulky." And, as a teenage girl, you don't really want to hear that, like, "Oh, you look like a man." That's not really something you want to hear. And then at the same time, my coaches at my home club and mentors around me, they were saying things like, um, you know, they were saying certain things like if girls came back from college, they'd be like, "Oh wow, like what are they feeding her at college? What happened to her and whatnot." And all of this was I was surrounded by all of this, and that made me feel as though fencing was something that was making my body ugly, and it was making it unsightly, and it wasn't something to be celebrated at all. But in junior year of high school, I was in IB biology class, and I was it was on Zoom, and I was drifting off, and I was like, this is so boring. But something that my teacher said, caught my attention. We were learning about anatomy, and she was talking about a lot of different bodies of different animals like cats, dogs, fish, and whatnot. And she pointed to all of them, and she said, all these animals have different body structures, but they all serve their unique functions. So structure fits function. And that really stuck in my head for whatever reason. I realized that my body is shaped the way it is because I'm doing something that's so cool, like fencing. And if I really think about it, fencing is such a cool sport, and it's literally sword fighting. Not everybody is able to do that, and really out there for anybody who's doing sports or not even doing sports. Everybody's body type is different, and it's serving, an amazing function that I think we all take for granted every single day. And that's kind of what we need to realize, that these functions are not necessarily better or worse, but they're just different, and they all have to be celebrated.